Welcome everyone to Nikki Loves Books. Nikki here, and today we do have an OwlCrate to unbox. So this should be our young adult July OwlCrate box. And so while we already have this, I kind of feel like I just did an OwlCrate unboxing not too long ago. So I was really surprised to already have my young adult box today, but definitely not going to complain about getting a book box. So let's go ahead and open it. We do need a reminder on what the theme is for this box. And our theme for our July Young Adult OwlCrate box is Dark Reflections. So if you guys remember from last box, our sneak peek for this box was actually the metal bookmark. And specifically, it's the Creatures and Companions metal bookmark line that they've been doing this year. So it says, what is a fantastical journey without the best companions to tag along? We've created a collection of metal bookmarks so that these wonderful creatures can make your reading journey extra special. The next companion to join us is the majestic Blackjack from Percy Jackson, designed by @Sayeri Art. So I have never read Percy Jackson. There was more than one time that I've tried, and it was just like one of those things where I got a few chapters in and just decided I did not care about Percy Jackson and his woes. So I don't know who Blackjack is, but let's find out. And oh, Blackjack is a Pegasus. That totally makes sense. What is a fantastical journey without the best companions to tag along? This metal bookmark is the third in one of our new 2024 collections. This collection features all the wonderful, brave, and loyal companions that are sure to make your reading journey extra special. This month's bookmark features the friendly Blackjack from Percy Jackson and is beautifully designed by @Sayeri Art. And yes, this is absolutely gorgeous. So while I've never read Percy Jackson, I can definitely get behind and enjoy this bookmark. I love Pegasi. Is it Pegasi? I think it's Pegasi. We're going to go with Pegasi because everything else sounds weird, like Pegasuses. So we're going with Pegasi. But I do really enjoy Pegasi, so I'm going to love the hell out of this bookmark. And our next item is this, which I'm going to assume is a notebook. So let's unwrap it and find out. So yes, this does appear to be a notebook. There is some artwork at the bottom of the pages, but the pages aren't lined. Write your own fairy tales in our new journal inspired by Grimm's fairy tales. The artwork features different Easter eggs of fairy tales that the Grimm brothers created, and the pages inside are blank for all your creative ideas. This journal was beautifully designed by Mia Carnival. And I will say this is absolutely beautiful. I love the foiling. I like the feel. It's definitely like a faux leather, but I think this is super cute. Technically, I do prefer notebooks to be lined. There's no requirement for that, and I can definitely still use a blank notebook. I use notebooks a lot, especially for writing down my thoughts about my books that I'm reading. So definitely will be using this. Next, we have this box that says Twisted Enchantment Highlighter Set, featuring quotes from Where the Dark Stands Still, Juniper and Thorn, and For the Throne. These Twisted Enchantment highlighters are perfect for both annotations and art and are filled with sparkling ink. This set was lovingly designed by Teresa Chen at Divine Literary. Let's check out these highlighters. So they are thick babies as far as like width. So the blue one says, do not look at the truth of me and then look away. Just so you know, I'm not familiar with any of these books, so I don't know what quotes from what. Pink one says, love made monstrous things necessary. This one says, no one will be surprised when I do monstrous things. I do really like the quotes though, even though I'm not familiar with these books. Okay, we're going to use our new notebook to see how these colors come out. I don't think my camera's going to be able to pick it up, but there is a little bit of a shimmer to all of these. So that's the blue at the top, the pink in the middle, and then the green down at the bottom. And they weren't kidding. There is some sparkle to this ink. And it's so interesting because I didn't know highlighters can do that. So there's a little sparkle to that, and I'm enjoying it. Okay, and our next bookish item says Spinning Silver Enamel Zipper Charm. I don't know what a zipper charm is, but I guess we'll find out what that is. So here is that zipper charm, and from what I'm going to take a guess, considering the hook and everything, that you just hook it to a zipper of some sort, like on a bag or a purse or something. So elevate your charm game with our Spinning Silver inspired zipper charm. This charm is perfect to clip on your bag as a cute accessory, designed by @NoOneDesigns. So this is a cute idea. I don't know if I'll be using it. I have not read Spinning Silver, and because it is by Naomi Novik, I won't be, because it's an author that I haven't enjoyed. Like, I've read Uprooted, if I'm not mistaken, and I really didn't enjoy her writing style. So unfortunately, I won't be checking out Spinning Silver. But this is really a cute idea. It's just another way to accessorize, and I really don't see anything wrong with that. But this charm specifically might not be the one for me. And our last bookish item before we get to the main event of the book is, of course, our pin. And this pin is from Gideon the Ninth. This month features the 7th pin in our Perfect Pairings collection. Each month's box will include a sliding pin featuring characters that pair together in the most fierce, intense, and romantic ways, all designed by Sayuri Art. Our 7th perfect pairing is from Gideon the Ninth, featuring the dynamic Gideon and Haro. So haven't read Gideon the Ninth. It is on my TBR. I have heard good things. I do want to read it. And overall, I like this pin. Like, I like the aesthetic because it's gothic. And definitely from what I know about the book, this pin is good representation. However, my biggest problem with this pin is, why the heck is it just the background that slides? What is the purpose of a sliding background? Like, majority of the other pins that we've had from this collection features a character on the sliding part and the other character in the background, meaning that you can pull them apart and put them together, which makes a lot more sense versus just a border moving. Like, why is the border moving? Makes no sense to me. This really could have been a cool pin if they did that, where it was separate characters on each piece. Ultimately, I'm over pins, and I want this to stop, and hopefully this is the last year OwlCrate does a pin. But I will give them credit that the sliding pin was a unique idea, definitely making it more interesting. I'm just hoping they stop at pins by 2025 at the very least. So before we get onto the newsletter, let's talk about the items. So overall, when I unboxed this, I was actually a little worried that I was going to be disappointed with this box, but I ended up liking a lot of the items. So the bookmark, yes, I love bookmarks. Love metal bookmarks specifically, but I thought this one was definitely pretty. And then highlighters, I can always use highlighters. Really like the sparkle effect, like, not gonna lie. And then the notebook was another creation that I thought was chef's kiss. It was beautiful. Obviously not real leather because I don't want to harm an animal, but good quality nonetheless. The only things that I really had an issue with are the pin, because I don't generally like pins, and the zipper charm, and that's just a personal thing where I'm like, I don't like that book series, and so the charm is cute, but I'm like, it's not cute enough for me to use it. So that one is definitely going to be put aside to be giving away. So let me know your thoughts on the box and the items. Is there anything that you're like, oh cool, I'm so excited for that? Or if there's things that you're just like, oh my god, this box was a dud because of what it had in it. So let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, don't forget to like this video so I know that you enjoy the unboxings. Moving on quickly, we got a newsletter to go through. Newsletter always starts with a small interview with the author of the book of the month. We're going to skip right over that. Then we have news from the Nest, which is OwlCrate's social media platform, which I could seriously do without. Then they have a small interview with one of the vendors or artists that they used in their products. Then they give us information about the photo challenge, the Owl Babble, which is their online live interview with the author of the book of the month. And then we also get a Spotify playlist, which I love them. They're always inspired by the book and or the theme of the month. And my second favorite thing in our OwlCrate newsletter is the highlighting of other books that come out this month that they're excited for. And this month, our books that they highlighted are A Darker Mischief, Rise, Reckless, The Darkness Within, and Our Wicked Histories. So that is it for our newsletter. Let's get to the grand finale, which is the book. So our book this month is Sleep Like Death by Kaylin Byron. The book selection for July features a fairy tale retelling of the classic Snow White story with a twist. In Sleep Like Death, we meet Eve, capable of communicating with animals and conjuring weapons, and trained to kill the dreaded knight that cursed one of her mothers. As Eve gets ready to face him and stop his torment over the villagers, she notices her mother, the queen, acting strangely and talking to herself. And she must figure out a way to save her mother and the kingdom before it's too late. This signed edition features a stunning redesigned cover, which is very beautiful. Really love all that foiling. And here is that difference between our OwlCrate cover and the regular cover. I think the regular cover does a great job of showing that Snow White inspiration, but because of the foiling and how beautiful it is, I do prefer the OwlCrate cover. We have a beautiful reverse dust jacket, and of course you can always flip it to this side if you prefer this cover. We have a foiled hardcover case. Not stenciled edges, but they're sprayed at least they're not white. Really over this. We do also have beautiful and paper artwork. And lastly, there is an author letter as well as bonus content inside the book. So that is it for our OwlCrate Young Adult July 2024 Dark Reflections box. I will be reading this eventually. I have a few books. So I started The Assistant to the Villain, which I'm loving. Absolutely loving that book. And then I have my two Baddies Book Box books. So that's Hold Me Under and Wicked Lies Boys Tell. And then I can get to this book. So it's going to be a minute before I get to this book. Due to my love of fairy tales and retellings, I am looking forward to this book. And I can't wait to read it. So hopefully it's a good experience. As always, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Make sure to like this video if you want to see me do more unboxings, and subscribe. Seriously, subscribe to join me for more unboxings. And hopefully I can get to some book reviews soon and a recap, because it is absolutely due. I've just been so busy with my day job. It's ridiculous. Hopefully I can get back into those other projects. Have a great week, everyone.